Okay, folks, I'm back for the defenseman in this one. Let's take a look at the 5 blue liners we could trade for. Coming up. I got no problem with these 5 blue liners. I'll just say it right from the start because I do think the Sabres got to make a step forward in that department as well. And if we're going to, guys, if we're going to make a run, a real serious run at a playoff spot this year, these ideas I'm doing tonight, I believe, have to be addressed. We need a goalie. We need a blue liner. And we need another forward in the mix for sure because we're going to lose a bunch anyway. There's guys we're going to lose, I'm sure. We're not going to have the same team as last year. Same team as last year isn't good enough to make the playoffs. So we got to make changes, right? Let's take a look. See what you guys think. I can't even remember the order I put these guys in, but I do believe I got number 1. Maybe not the one that you guys would want, but I believe this in the order I'm putting it. Okay, I believe it's the best chance, okay, of acquiring. Maybe I should have worded it that way, except maybe the forwards. The forwards I kind of put the guy I think a lot of you might want in the 5 I picked. Okay, let's go right into these 5 defensemen. Number 5. Shane Gostisbehere, I put there because I am familiar with him. I have a Philadelphia Flyers fan for a brother, and I remember how much he just loved this guy not too long ago, the amount of points he was getting. And Gostisbehere had a good comeback season. I thought a pretty good comeback season. He had 51 points on Arizona, which is pretty impressive, actually. And I could see the Sabres going after a guy like this because he would fit into our offensive system that we're trying to build. Gostisbehere, for me, would be a welcome pickup. It would be. Is it exactly what we need? No, I'm going to give my honest opinion on that. But it wouldn't hurt us offensively, guys. It just wouldn't. And that would be the type of guy that we could just get into the lineup and he could just flow with the guys. He's a go defenseman. And this guy's got good offensive skills. That's for sure. You know, and there was a real knock on him. Before he left Philadelphia, he had lost it. He didn't have it no more. Well, he had a good bounce-back season. Really good bounce-back season, which a lot of guys do. Look at Skinner this year. Everybody was saying we got to buy him out not long ago, which was insane. Yeah, we're going to buy out a $9 million contract, right? All right, coming in at number 4. Next, Jacob Chychrun. And many of you say he should be number 1. No. Absolutely no. Why? He's going to cost a fortune eventually. And it would cost a lot to get him. He's probably the most sought-after defenseman in the league right now. It would cost way too much, guys. This is the problem with Jacob Chychrun. But I got to put him on the list because if the Sabres landed him, everybody, of course, would be complaining and whining he's going to waste his career in Buffalo. But I really do believe we have a chance to get him like anybody does. Absolutely. Why not? Sabres have tons of prospects. They have tons of draft picks. We can dominate the trade market with our assets. We can. We just can. We got money. We got assets. A lot of teams can't say that. A lot of teams. I told you guys, money's power. Okay, money's power. I said that last year how many times? Money is power. We got the power to do what we want. Okay? So what if these players don't want to come? Then we go to the next one. We can solicit everybody. That's the power of money. All right, so Jacob Chychrun makes the list, absolutely. Probably should be higher, but I got him 4th because I just don't think he's on our radar. To be honest, I could be wrong. Okay, number 3. And Rocco Grimaldi, okay? A lot of people say, oh, no, I don't like him. He's a hack. Well, then I'm sorry. You just don't understand that we need that, okay? The Sabres need that. They need a tough guy. They need a guy that's mean and ugly, a guy that will stand up for his teammates and put the fear of God into people. And this is that type of player. And he's a right-handed defenseman, guys. So come on. I mean, do you want a right-handed defenseman or not? If you're going to get one, get a tough one. I always say, we need tough. We are the softest team in the league. This changes that dimension incredibly fast. We get a guy like Gudas in our lineup. All of a sudden, we got some mean. We just got some mean in the lineup. And that I want, guys. I want that. People that say, oh, I don't like these tough guys. You didn't play hockey. You just didn't play hockey because you don't get it. You don't get that that's part of a makeup of a team. You have to have some mean in your team, okay? A team that's nice and friendly, they don't win cups. You got to have some mean in your lineup to go deep and far. We're going to look, I guarantee you, these are not going to be soft teams that we see in the finals this year. They're going to be mean and hard-nosed playing players, going out there and doing everything they can to win. This is what the Sabres lack, is a guy like this. People say, I don't like him. That's why we should get him. Okay, that's why. People still hate Lucic years later. Why? Because the guy had an impact. He had an impact. He went and wrecked Miller and nobody stood up for us. This is why we started this rebuild, because we didn't have the guts like this guy would have. This is the type of guy that if Miller would have got ran over, would have went and killed the guy, okay? We need somebody like this in our lineup. We do. Rant over. Number 2. Matt Dumba is definitely a stud, and I'm not sure what money he would be looking at in the future, though. I'm sure this guy would cost. Another right-handed defenseman, and I think this guy might be, of all the 5 I'm picking today, the perfect fit in Buffalo. Very, very good. Let me open the page so I can, very good numbers, over the years. But, okay, this year, and as well as last year, it just looks like things have slowed down for him, right? It does. I mean, come on. He was getting 26, 34, 50, and then boom, he just hits COVID. Don't forget the 22s and 32 games. Then COVID hits, and he just hasn't been the same. Just hasn't been the same. Maybe a change of atmosphere on a team like ours that's offensive-minded would do this guy good, I'm thinking. It's just kind of my take on it, guys. And absolutely, I'd be very happy getting this guy. There is the right-sided defenseman situation fixed in a heartbeat if we got him somehow in a deal. What would we have to give is the question. Okay, number 1. Here it is. Shea Theodore. I think Shea Theodore is absolutely within reason of getting. I do think we could actually get this guy because Vegas right now need to shed salary, guys. And yes, some of these guys are high tickets. I do understand that they're high ticket, but a lot of these guys don't have lots of term left either. Shea Theodore definitely, I think, would be a smart pickup if we could ever get him in some sort of trade. I'm just not sure who and what, but I guarantee this could be one of the pieces moved out of Vegas this year. Vegas fans that think otherwise, sorry guys, you haven't been fans long enough to really understand the way it works. You haven't. Guys like this, okay, are the reason why you can get assets in the future. And a guy like this will bring assets, and you got to shave salary because you guys are a mess. Vegas is a mess with their money. They are. Now, let me just try and run down real quick and give you reasons why. Gothenburg offensively. He would fit in with our offensive system, without a doubt. Jacob Chychrun, because everybody wants him. Everybody wants him. But he would cost a lot. He would cost a lot, guys. We'd have to give up a first rounder in the deal, for sure. Some of these other guys, too, we probably would, But Chychrun would cost more than that. He'd probably cost a first rounder, maybe a second, even maybe an asset. He is so in demand that his market value is that high. I don't know. Probably Chychrun we'd have to pass, I'm guessing. Gudas we probably could get for the best price. And Gudas would bring an element that we desperately need on this team. We do. I'll just use the Miller analogy. If Ryan Miller had this guy as one of his defenders on the ice when Lucic did what he did, do you think Lucic would still have any teeth in his head today if this guy was on the ice? There's the answer to your question. Matt Dumba is a stud. I'd love to get this guy in our team, without a doubt. I'd love to get this guy in our team. I think he would also be the perfect fit, and he'd fit in our offensive system very well. Absolutely. And he would solve the right-sided defenseman. So would Gudis, for the record. And Shea Theodore also, I think, would fit right into our system perfectly. He would, I think, out of all these guys, Theodore might be the best fit. I'm not saying the best player, but the best fit. This is why I got him number 1. I just got that thing about Theodore, I think. He's an offensive defenseman. I think Theodore they'd be crazy to move him, but I think they have to. I do. Now that they took on Jack Eichel's contract, there's going to be a casualty. I think it's going to be this guy. And I think they're going to move Riley Smith as well. They're going to have to move 2 guys to fit in Eichel. They're going to have to. And that, folks, is it. I shall see you now in the forwards video. See you then.